Hello, hello. How's everybody doing out there? Not talking shit. Jesus Christ. YDBT Daily. My God, this week has flown by. YDBT Daily coming at you with another live stream. Today what we're going to talk about is Jim Farley. Now, Jim Farley is a CEO of Ford, and this is why I'm wearing this hairpiece. Jim Farley is literally praising Chinese car manufacturers. Now, what is the job of a CEO? In my opinion, the job of a CEO is to do the best possible to shine a positive light on your company. And by praising a Chinese company it literally tells me what he's thinking. I guarantee someone like a Jim Farley, who has led Ford down a path of destruction, wants to basically mimic what's happening with the EVs over in China. That's right. He is now praising a car made in communist China, where they use slave labor to build shit, praising its performance, praising how awesome it is. They shipped one over. They've been driving it around. We'll read that article. Also, we'll get reaction to some of the shorts I've been posting. A lot of people have had a positive reaction to the stuff that I talk about on the shorts, where I clip, like sometimes when you do a live stream, you wonder if you did a good job or not. But then when you actually listen back, you go to Opus Clip, download the clips, and then it just spits out clips for you. You're like, wow, it actually has a bunch of nice little snippets in there. And the one where I said that if you really want to hate your hobby, make it your job, resonated with a lot of people out there. We'll talk about that and many more things, but not before Mr. Bill O'Reilly says hello to the people here.
Okay. We'll do it live. Okay. No. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
You know, he is right that it always sucks. But you know what doesn't suck? DNA Hat Performance. That's right, DNAHatPerformance.com. DNA Hat Performance, your online parts house sponsor for the show. Go out there, get some parts, get some fuel systems. I don't know, I think there's like a 50-week back order on Ford. No idea why, but check them out, DNAHatPerformance.com, for all of your Go Fast goodies. Mention the show for a discount. PMAS, Nick James, D-Best cold air intakes for any Mustang. Fuck anybody else. PMAS, Parts Farm, the used car part sponsor of the show. Cranking pallets, wheels, tires, bumper covers, lights, interiors, wipers, steering wheels, hubcaps. Check him out, partsfarm.com. 2 Auto Solution, run me down on 2 Auto Solution. He has apparently become a Dolo GT500 builder in Puerto Rico. So check out all the rich guys who probably don't sell drugs. How do you make money in Puerto Rico? I have no idea, but he has all the GT500s over there in Bellac Industries, the best wheels. So what wheels do you think of where you go, this guy might sell drugs? Forgiatos. What else? That's it. So it's Bellac or 4Gs. Leon Phelps, Douche did it. Douche did it a couple times. Daniel Lee, Money 540, Joe Swish, New York Fox, Jocko Bell. Oh, sorry. RidgePrince.com. RidgePrince.com/YDBT, guys. Buy shirts, buy stuff, get me paid, get me buying another car, get me doing dumb shit. I'm going to leave the chat up there. So you can buy Section 8 shirts, Hush Money shirts, sweaters, FCAM Rizzy, long sleeve, short sleeve, Amory, YDBT, different fonts, stickers. Gives you the measurements right there. So check them out. RidgePrince.com collections, YDBT, and you should be able to get your merch, the official merch store for the channel. Yeah. Cali Kills 714. Ford CEO is gay. Mark Christian Tour D. El Verga Larga. Wesley Stewart. Colby Jones. Colby ADA. Nick Good. Nick says good evening. Amory. Dead Cell. Dixon. Z303. Dead Cell. Clint Stroke. B. Lavesh. Anthony. Valley Tensby. I saw you calling out Pendejo Crackhead over there. What's going on with that guy? Christian Duran. Dead Cell. Rizzy. Dead Cell again. Money 540. JD Swag. Merck. Michael Rodriguez. Mr. Buy the headers off of Alex. Mustang Dennis, Victor Sardone, Jim Hogg, Michael Rodriguez, South Detroit Entertainment, Vegas, Blue Thunder, day and night. Oh, wait. Blue Thunder says, hope everyone is having a great day at night. EPA, Nick, are you out there? Nick is still MIA. Bondobird, let me ask you a question. But the partner that, you know what? I'm not going to make it public. He's posting it on Instagram stuff, but I know that a person close to him is going through some chemotherapy, and he's been, posting about that. So I hope they're all done with that, and I hope they're doing well. It seemed to be a good progress there. Matt Oliver, Ken McAllister, Angry Saturn, Third Coast Coatings, Nardo Mercado, Bonnebird again, Marquise, Alex Vallejo, Peter Chow, Noise, Egg, Robo Style, Toby, Bonnebird again, Nestor, V3, Nick Jackson, Nick and Joe Jackson, Matt A, Abel, Yusuf, Ianaz, Bonnebird. We got stand-up comedian says, can we get some official YDBT socks? I need something that shows off my calf muscles. And we got become a member. JD Swag actually put up a link to become a member to this channel so you can start getting your Holly Haram, which is a 4-year logo. Anybody that has the Holly Haram is a 4-year member that has been paying for 4 years. T. Sikorsky, Cardi, Carmelo, The Gap, Father, Dick Cameron, Ken Phillips, SK Jeff, what's up, brother? I met him at, oh wow, what the fuck was it? What's that show that goes on in Indianapolis? Fuck, I forget. Not SEMA, the other one. The fast car SEMA. John Dolo, Cameron, Even J, 50 Magic, Amir, Carlos, Smudgy, and Jordan Everett. Let's go to Road and Track article where it states Ford CEO Jim Farley. Wait. Ford CEO. Where is he? Where's Jim Farley? Do I have one that says, take my ass, Elon Musk? Where is it? Let me go all the way to the end here. Streeta, Shug, Showcase, Prices Right, Turvy. No, not here. It's not here. Anyway, Ford CEO Jim Farley praises his Xiaomi SU7, says, I don't want to give it up. The Ford Motor Company boss has been driving the Chinese electric sedan for 6 months, and he loves it. Could you imagine you are hired as the Ford CEO? Listen to the timeline while he's been in there. Introduces a Lightning, calls out Elon Musk, gets buried. Pushes the Mach-E GT and the Mach-E SUV, puts a Mustang name on it, gets buried, sells like nothing. The Model Y destroys it. The Cybertruck destroyed the F-150. It's not even close. Then the company goes into business with a Chinese battery manufacturer, and I think it's called, I forget the name of the company, but basically he is in bed with China stuff. Mustangs are untunable. They undersell, even though they have no competition with the Challenger, Camaro, and the Charger. They don't sell nearly as much as they did when all three were being produced. And now he says, hey, this Chinese car that we shipped over, I don't want to give it up. If you had to guess what the chief executive officer of the Ford Motor Company used as his daily driver, well, no matter what you think, you'd probably be wrong. As it turns out, Ford CEO Jim Farley has been driving around in a Chinese-made Xiaomi SU7 as of late for a little competitive research, and he sure does love it. Speaking on the Everything Electric Show podcast, Farley praised the brand new automaker's electric sedan. I don't like talking about the competition so much, but I drive a Xiaomi. He said, we flew in from Shanghai to Chicago, and I've been driving it for 6 months now, and I don't want to give it up. Xiaomi, in case you're unfamiliar, was a cell phone company in the early days, by which we mean 2010, and only climbed into the auto industry recently. Its first car being the SU7 that Farley has been scooting around in. The sedan was an instant sales success in China, with prices starting at U.S. equivalent of $30,000, targeting 100,000 deliveries this year, which is shockingly ambitious number for a company that only started selling cars in March of this year. Of course, Xiaomi doesn't sell cars in the U.S., but as of now, Farley praises for the car is still eyebrow-raising, coming from the Ford CEO. Not because the Ford CEO says it's so good, it's so bad for Ford that he said a Chinese car is good. The SU7 has specs and features that promise a lot. Its most potent version claims a 0 to 62, the rollout time with 2.8 seconds, charging from 10 to 80% in reportedly 19 minutes. And Xiaomi claims 497 miles of range on a full battery, but that's very optimistic. China light duty test cycle, for reference, had a range of 419 miles versus 352 on the whatever test. The SU7 also has an air suspension, a massive array of interior infotainment and cluster screens, advanced driver assistance systems, and a truly eye-catching design. Sora Lee, an ex-BMW designer, is responsible for penning the slick-looking sedan. Driving competitive cars is normal for those who work in the automotive industry, especially in Farley's position. He said that as much in a response to folks talking about his praise for the SU7 on X. Still, Farley speaking so highly of the Xiaomi is a reminder of the Chinese automotive industry continues to gain ground and impress those in the U.S. If you are a Ford fan and you had Ford stock, you want to punch this guy right in the fucking face. And I'm not saying you should do that because violence is not the way. But this son of a bitch is doing everything possible to bury Ford. Ford already has a bad rep. Yes, they're the only solvent company, this and this and that. But the last thing you ought to do as its leader and its main spokesperson is praise anybody else. Be realistic with the people. Talk straight to them. Don't give them double talk. And don't praise a fucking Chinese car, even if it's better. I'm blown away that this guy is allowed to stay on board. And I wonder if the stock price dictates that. I want to know what the stock price started at versus what it's at now. Because I can't imagine it's higher. And I think that's like the ultimate metric if you're doing your job right or not, is if the stock price or the general direction of the company is going up. Remember, guys, Ford stopped making sedans and they said it's because they're not selling. No, it's because Ford made bad sedans. Ford made boring sedans. Ford got rid of, there used to be a thing called a Contour SVT back in the day, a Ford Taurus SHO, the Yamaha variant with a stick. And they got rid of that for a dual overhead cam V8, little tiny 4-liter, a high 3-liter thing that was a piece of shit. The application was trash. The design was trash. They just kept making worse and worse product. And people like Kia, Hyundai, and all these other Korean car companies and all these other Japanese or Korean companies all of a sudden made better, turbocharged, fast, good-looking sedans that people wanted to buy for cheap money. And Ford could not compete, so they stopped doing it. And all of a sudden, he's like, well, we want to make exciting cars. Asshole, you don't make any cars that are exciting. And the Ford Mustang is only exciting when you bolt on a $15,000 to $16,000 supercharger package on it by the time it's fully configured. And then the car seems to roll out totally, what do you call it? Totally not, because, it's a better car than the previous version, even though the same mods on the Gen 3 run the same number. By the way, I want to share this video. This video was great. A video was sent to me the other day of a car that went to the Las Vegas track. Hold, please. Let me find Kaiser Shop Corvette. Today's live stream, your clips, trivia question, Team Z, 1,000 horsepower. Here we go. Apparently, a guy named Cameron sent me a video. Wait, what happened? Let me download it. Interesting. Don't scan for viruses. Just fucking download it, dickhead. What the fuck's wrong with you? Just download it. Let's download all the fucking viruses. Who gives a shit? Oh, so this is that dark horse we had seen with the... What the fuck happened to this video? This video looks like shit. Wow. Apparently, this thing's all fucked up. What happened? Download. Wow, what happened to the video? The video looks like shit. Oh no! So the video looks like it's stretched out. I think it was like a TikTok or something that was recorded. Let me see if he sent me another. No, that's the only video he sent me. Just listen to this transmission shift. Fuck it. Listen to the shifts on this transmission. Just take a listen. Let me see. Okay, it's gonna launch. Okay, I don't know if that was a stick or if that was a 10R car, but it sounds hilarious. There should be a sound clip. Let me see. It might be a stick. No, let me see. No, that's an auto. That's an auto because it's going ba-ba-ba. It's slamming a limiter. Even the guy taking the video was like, what the fuck was that? So yeah, shout out to a Whipple-equipped Dark Horse running down the track really nice. The funny thing is the hero passes is what you hear about, but the shit passes, they get swept under the rug. So what do you guys think? Is Farley purposely tanking Ford? I think so. I think there's this weird internal psychosis where you're like, dump the stock price really low. We got something coming. Make it desirable to buy, and then we're just gonna copy Chinese cars. I can't imagine they're gonna try to work with China. Like if Donald Trump becomes president, that shit stops. So they're building a huge plant for batteries for contemporary Amperex technologies. They're gonna try to work with them to get batteries. They're gonna try to basically mimic what the Chinese are doing. It's the other way around, Jim Farley. The Chinese copy us. Now you're gonna copy the Chinese? Bro, unbelievable. Let's talk to the people. What do you guys think? And we'll talk about are the shorts something that you guys look at and it's impactful? Like when I upload a short, is it something you watch? Is it impactful? Does it make sense? Do you see it get shared across different multiple platforms as opposed to the live streams? Because I'm going to start doing shorts on days that I don't do live streams. But this week, I have so many videos ready to drop. Already today, I edited 3 videos. Now, one is going to be a 14 to 15 minute video of the teardown of Donnie's transmission. We found the smoking gun. It was so interesting. Tomorrow, I will load a video. Okay, tomorrow that video will drop at about 4:30 p.m. Then Saturday morning about 11:30, we're going to do the 55-minute full teardown, which is basically an interview with Jake while he tears down the transmission. It's extremely interesting if you like long form style videos, 55 minutes, complete teardown, complete questions, theory and operation, and we basically find the smoking gun. No real editing, just let it play through. Then on Sunday we do the pen chat. Monday or so, or maybe Wednesday, I'll release a video of the parts upgrades, all of the billet parts that are going to go into Donnie. And then we do shows Thursday and Tuesday. So you're going to see about 3 or 4 videos this week coming up of intense 6R80 stuff. I think you guys will enjoy it very much. Boeing stock price is only as high as its most recent government contract, and it's only as low as its most recent safety incident whistleblower. My wife is done with her chemo, says Bondelberg. First surgery scheduled for December. Thank you for the many Army members who were praying and leaving positivity. I didn't know if you wanted to mention that, but I saw your Instagram stories. So prayers go out to your wife and you. Hopefully she has a speedy recovery from whatever she's suffering from. I see that you guys are, I feel for you guys. I see your posts and I go, shit, man. I hope she and he kind of like make it through this because it's scary. I've never had to deal with anything like that, so I couldn't imagine. I couldn't put myself in your shoes, but you guys seem to have a good attitude about it. When is Ford going to draw the line with Farley? He ruins everything, and he's taking Ford to the gutter. It was in North Cal, says Cameron. Oh, that's Cameron Summers. It was in North Cal. So Cameron Summers, was that thing, or the Bay, was that thing auto or manual? Because you couldn't really tell in the video. You remember the Mercury XR4 Ti? It was uglier than Ford Sierra, but still fun back in the day. Did you check your bit rate? Ford stock 2019 average $9. 2022 average $20. Today $11. Imagine at one point it was at $20, and today it's at $11. 9, 20, 19, 20 in 2022, 20, and now 11. Please, Ford, get rid of that fucking dead weight. Because he wants to be famous. He wants to be on camera. You need a CEO in the background working. And when he does get on camera, he praises Ford. Unbelievable. What's that smell? Sounded like a stick. I did sound like a stick. He goes, it was an auto. Cameron Summers said this thing was an auto. Could you imagine your Whipple-equipped Dark Horse sounding like this and you don't hear shit about it? You don't hear shit about it. It stayed at 6,000 RPMs for like a minute. Oh, we're the best! 1,000 horsepower on E30! Fuck is wrong with people? Doesn't Trump want to put tariffs on Chinese products? What the fuck is Farley doing? Ugly Duck Garage says Henry Ford ran Ford into the ground to hurt the value of the Dodge brothers' stock value in the company. Interesting. What's the best harness for a Gen 3 Coyote? For a swap, Gen 3. Alex should be CEO of Ford. Ford would absolutely have a uptick in value if I became the CEO. Why? Number one, I am not an industry homo, so I'm not in the bubble. And I'm going to say, make fast cars. Fuck it. Let's go racing. We'll see what the regulations are. We'll see what we can get away with. We're going to make it tunable. Fuck the EPA. That's right. Trump's coming in. Fuck the EPA. Where is it? Oh, man, where is it? Is this it? No, that's not it. Oh, man, I don't know where it is. I thought I had like Tupac. Tupac. I thought I had, here we go. Is it hit him up? Here we go. I was like, yo, we're going to make this shit tunable. We're going to go ahead and get this thing. We're going to put a supercharger right on top. It's going to be a TVS. None of this twin screw or bullshit. We're going to make it a TVS and bring back the shit that made this car pop. Let's go. No. Let's look at Chinese EVs and say how awesome they are. Stupid. Anyway. Castelliparidis, whatever. Cheers, buddy. Anyone use original digital cluster from a Mustang and an F100? Will the power by the hour harness work with this? No. What the fuck you doing? What? Power by the hour harness has nothing to do with like the cluster. Isn't the body control harness, powering the fans and all the other bullshit? I don't think it has anything to do with the cluster. I've been seeing a lot of your shorts pop up in the last 2 days. I fuck with them. Also, I've been catching a lot of your older videos, so you might be up in the algorithm some. Thank you so much. Shorts are cool, and it helps me decide what to watch. Jim wants to be all up in the videos, all up in the records. He wants to be this guy.
Any artists out there want to be an artist and want to stay a star and don't want to have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the videos, all on the record, dancing. Come to Death Row.
That's right. I agree. And Jim is taking lessons in Bidenomics. We need Coletti back. Garrett L, I love it. What that smell? Sasso. Sounds like Zapato Maker tune. Good morning. Alex at Ford would be Kenny Powers of CEO and Kate Swiss. Jim Farley eats soft bananas. Jim Farley eats corn sideways. And Jim Farley brushes his hair with dentures. Jim Farley, you probably don't know me from a hole in the wall. Or you do. You're probably a fucking fan, right? You're terrible at this. You're terrible. Ford guys that pay attention to the product like us. Remember the days of the Fox Body, the Cobra, the 11 to 14 GT500, and the Coyote from 11 to 23. We think that is the heyday. And you are slowly killing this company, not only in terms of the performance cars, you're not making it fun, you're not making it exciting. Remember the Dodge CEO was out there giving a cases of Sprite and a Hellcat to any YouTuber that fucking even said anything? What are you doing? You're making deals with a Chinese battery manufacturer, contemporary Amprex Technologies, and you are out there praising the Chinese. They are our fucking enemy. No, they're not. Yes, they are. And you're now bringing their vehicle over to compare it against what you're going to do. You know what you're going to do, motherfucker? You're going to make all Mustangs tunable. You're going to put a TVS back into Mustang. That's right. And you're going to make it lighter than 4,000 pounds. What the fuck is wrong with you? Starting second job, so my first Mustang won't be an EcoBoost. I like it. I like it very much. Heard LMP put you in your place. Where'd you hear that? Boy, someone looking for smoke? Bro, let's hear that. Ford is getting diddied right now. Alex is looking like Ralph Macchio. Alex, what's the story behind this lawn racing page on Facebook? It's a guy that potentially does cocaine, has like rent-free Lund racing shit in his head, and he's a nobody. He's literally a nobody, and he's trying to get notoriety, and he has a heavy Mexican accent, and he makes really terrible cartoons. So what they do is they do a parody account to try to make fun. But now what they're trying to do, which is kind of funky, is they're trying to actually make a tuning company with a parody name, which it's like me saying Splat X. Imagine I start a rocket company, a space company called Splat X, WASA, or anything close to what an actual company acronym or name actually is. There's rules. So be careful. The Dark Horse Trance sounds like that Diddy sound clip, especially at the end. We've never seen him struggle to hit the Diddy or smoke alarm clip. Someone tell Farley that older Menendez brother wants his hairpiece back. For sure. Alex for sure will bring back the second gen Coyote 630 Trans if he's CEO, mark my words. The problem is this. The 10R80, to me, in theory, is great. And then in application that most people use it in, which is racing, is not good. Take a bone stock 10R80 car, name your car, whether it's a 18 all the way through the dark horse, and take it around a road course and do 3 laps. I guarantee you by lap number 2, trans temps will be high and the shifts will stop being consistent. The 10R80 is something that, in my opinion, was more like fuel economy than performance, because you don't need 10 fucking gears to perform. Most road race cars are 5 or 6 speeds. And you don't need 10 gears. So what happens? These little clutches get hot, high G's, turns, applying this, disengaging, engaging, on, off, heat, and then by the second lap or the end of the first lap, depending on what track you're in, the transmission just does not want to do what you are commanding it to do, especially with the paddle shifters. So at that moment, when Ford saw that, you're telling me Ford didn't take a 10R80 car on a road course? I mean, nobody believes that, do you? Do you believe Ford didn't take a GT performance package 10R80 Mustang around the road course for 5 laps and they noticed no issues? Stop it. You guys saw Undertaker and Kane praising Trump. Election is going to be WrestleMania. Who's this and what did he do? Oh, wait, what happened with LMP? Nothing. I have no issue with LMP, but he's like, they put me in my place. I'm like, I'd like to see a clip. You look 10 years younger with hair. If I actually dyed my shit, I'd look young. It's just, age. You should start a company name. See, that's the thing. If I even mention the name Queef Cake, right, and then start making logos, I would think that someone would have an issue with it, right? Like I would never do that because it's too close to the actual name. So if you're going to do that, I hope, looked up a bunch of these laws that to make sure that you don't make a name that is a parody of something sound eerily close to your business name. And if it's registered as an LLC and all that stuff, it could be a problem. I bet Jim Farley shits at the gym after a workout. What does the public want? Okay, do the opposite. So tell me, guys, if you guys are Ford fans, what do you want out of Ford? What do you want out of Ford? Understand, they have to make money. They have to work within certain regulations. They have to be emissions compliant. They have to meet safety standards. They have to meet crash test standards. Okay, fine. What do you want out of Ford? You know what I want? I want a hot hatchback that doesn't have a motor that blows up. Like a Focus ST with a good transmission and a very robust motor. All-wheel drive. I think that's cool. I think that gets all the hot hatch guys back on our team. Number 2, a high-performance sedan. Same thing. Very well-built transmission, very well-built motor, not DI bullshit. Make it tunable, great axles. So a fast, fun sedan. So fast, fun, hot hatch. Fast, fun sedan. A lightweight Mustang. Even if it's this current iteration, make a drag pack version like Dodge did with the 1320 edition Challenger, where they're like 373s, drag race oriented, lightweight, minimum amenities, but it meets all the crash test standards and all this bullshit. It's the same motor, same body, but let's just pare it down with small brakes, better suspension, maybe Cobra Jet springs, a 1320 edition of a Mustang. No, they're out there just giving you a Mach-E GT. If they aren't talking about you, you're doing something wrong. I agree. Your first week as Ford CEO has released the 6R80 with the 4200 hub from the factory, so it'll technically be a factory trans. That's funny. That's very funny. That's the whole point of Proving Grounds. The 10R80 is cool, but why is the 10L90 so much better? We talked about that. The programming. They just pushed out a Gen 3 DI and 10R and haven't refined it. I'll say my buddy's 19ZL1 with a 2650 rolls the fuck out with a GM 10 speed. The shifts are on point. Belief, as he says, gonna dig back into your videos for thoughts on the Mach 1. You got it. Hey guys, yeah, exactly. It's gonna another record. Now all these companies run gonna see what kind of difference it makes me. So here we exactly, bro. You could honestly sue somebody for facilitating that shit too. I'm not saying that. I'm not even talking legal stuff. I'm talking about like, well, yeah, legal. But what I'm saying is I can't call a company Alex's American Muscle. Like I can't say Alex's American Muscle. I can't call a company Late Model Restoration Alex Edition. I can't call a bar Cheers, Alex's Cheers. I can't do that because there is ownership, there's registration. So if you're making a parody account of something and you name it eerily similar or almost identical, and you're making fun of the people by putting cartoon logos, that can literally put you in trouble. But whatever. Coyote in the Explorer and a Bronco 4-door. Okay, so this is what people want out of Ford. 4-door all-wheel drive V8. V8 SUV. Sedans that are powerful. All-wheel drive V8s. We need another Focus SVT. I mean, Ford is the only manufacturer that makes a single-cab V8 short bed truck, so kudos to them. What do you mean? Doesn't Chevy? Maybe not. A simple car that lasts very long time, like 10 years. Wait, so you made a company called Fecal Performance and would be a problem? Coyote Bronco and high horsepower sedan. Twin turbo Coyote Lincoln Town Car. Okay, now you're psycho. But in today's economy, how much would these cars go for? $60,000, $70,000. Ford should go back to making Gen 2s. Twin turbo V8 with a warranty. Good luck, Revit Racing. How much are you willing to pay for that? V8 DCT all-wheel drive sedan. 6 Hills says badass reliability and quality. Get rid of the base model Raptors with EcoBoost engines in them and an affordable V8 rear-wheel drive sedan. Let's get some likes up. Growing up, I had a Ford Taurus with a 4.6-liter dual overhead. Ford Taurus with a 4.6 dual overhead cam. Love that car. Did a Ford Taurus ever come with a 4.6 dual overhead? Ford Taurus? Ford Taurus 4.6. I don't think so. 2001 4.6 liter dual overhead cam Taurus. Whoa. Let's see. What? Hey guys, I'm new to the forum has the title says I'm lucky owner of a 2001 Ford Taurus with a 4.6 liter power plant. That's a thing? Dual overhead cam, dual overhead. So 2001. You mean the SHO? SHO. Specs. Let's see what that piece of shit was like. No, the 2001 SHO had a 3.4 liter V8. That's why I thought the 4.6 was weird. So I don't know what year that came out. Yes, they fucked up not offering Bronco and a Coyote. I want Ford to bring back John Coletti. He's like 80 something now, so I don't think he'll ever come back. If they ever brought the Ford Falcon from Australia to the Coyote to the States, the Ford Falcon is a piece of shit. I don't know why you guys like that car. It is ugly. It's a piece of shit. It's stupid. It sucks. Fuck that car. Oh, this thing is being choppy. I hope Chrome doesn't crash, because if it crashed last time, and there goes the live stream. Yeah, swapped from a Continental. Got it. Yeah, so did the Explorer. Interesting. But I don't think Lincoln motor, I don't think it ever came from the factory. Tauruses were cop cars here in Maryland. Here for 2025 Expedition picks. Hear me out. Modern small block Ford with a 6R80 made it to, no, how are they going to do that? Cobra 460. They're never going to bring a push rod out. Ever, and put it in a modern vehicle. It'll never pass emissions. It'll never pass mile per gallon standards. It just won't pass. So forget that. Hey, Alex says, Boost Addict. I'm building a 20 GT 10R with a Whipple 3.25 pulley. What FIC injectors do you recommend? I know Lund doesn't tune some of them. The only ones Lund would tell you to get away from is the 1650s. For whatever reason, the 1440s are a little better. And you'll have plenty of headroom with FIC 1440s, especially with the 20 GT. If you have a return style fuel system, FIC 1440s, you can make damn near 1200 horsepower with them. You're not doing that with a Whipple. Unless you're zinging it to the moon. You're just not making 1200 rear wheel horsepower with a Whipple that is provided to the normies. They'll give you like a, billet rotor X spec thing that totally doesn't break the cases every fucking round. I think a Whipple off the shelf, even a 3.8, you'll be lucky to make 11 or 1200. It's just there's something about that blower that hits a cap. I think if you want to make over 1200 horsepower, just get twin turbos. The Caprice and Flacken are dead, but those are both killer sedans. Now, he would never come back, but one could dream. I mean, the Falcon is cheeks. You guys want to see what the Falcon is? You guys think the Falcon's badass? Australian Ford. The Ford Falcon is not only ugly, it has a low compression. This is hideous. I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about. This thing is so fucking ugly. Not only is it ugly, it's gay and retarded. It's gay and retarded.
You talk like a fag, and your shit's all retarded.
This is a piece of. This is so fucking hideous. I can't imagine anybody would buy this absolute abortion of a vehicle. This is gay, ugly, stupid. Thank God it never made its way over here. Thank your lucky stars. This hunk of shit never made it to the United States. It is a piece of trash. Fuck that car and fuck Australia. How's that? Take that. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. The cars are shit. True, bro. I hate the Falcon love. Falcon love is weird. David Crunkleton says, hey, Lund has the proper trademark in place. Definitely a case there for other company purposely confusing consumers in a similar market. There you go, David Crunkleton. Imagine when you used to work at Vengeance, someone would say Revengeance. Revengeance? Wait, do I go to Vengeance or do I go to Revengeance? John, come back. Lincoln had transverse 4-wheel drive dual Hurricane 4.6 in the late 90s. Someone wants a 6-liter Coyote. I do too. The V8 SHO needed to have the cams welded to the cam sprockets due to no keyway on the sprockets. Wait a minute. Are you telling me the bolt wasn't enough to retain the cam in its proper position? That is crazy talk. Good evening. Sorry I'm late, says Phil Fez. Can you please start over? The 4.6 Taurus that my son Sheldon was speaking of was a swap of an 01 Lincoln Continental. This thing is going to fucking crash. I could just tell this chrome piece of shit is going to crash because the chat is going super slow. So let me start closing pages because it is running so freaking slow. Let me do this. Let me go here and delete the video that I uploaded because I'm telling you, this thing is just not being happy. Boom, boom, and boom. Let me delete these 3 videos here and delete this video. I'm giving basically the hard drive more room to operate in because it's just giving me that choppy feeling that it's going to kill the stream. And if it kills the stream, hey, no big deal. That's one less thing I got to do today. My perfect Ford vehicle would be a old school Blazer or Bronco, says Butcher CS. Basically, a single cab F-150 with a fixed cab. Back seats, Coyote, 4x4, 4-inch lift, 35. There it is. It's gone. And it's gone. There goes the live stream. There goes the live stream's gone. It was giving me that vibe. Give me that vibe. Let me keep streaming and see if I can get it back. YouTube. Okay, so into studio. I'll keep talking because it just killed itself. Content live. Let's see if I can get it back. Let's see if I can get you guys back. Let's see if I can get you guys back. We'll see. Pop out chat. There we go. We're back. Wow. So apparently it ran out of memory. It might be on for you guys, but what I did, Chrome just collapsed and this thing kept it going. So I'm glad because of that. So now I know how to recover you guys in case in the event of the thing just collapsing. So there we go. Are we back? Let me see. Yeah, we're back, baby. Beautiful. Okay. So apparently Chrome crashed, but I can still do my shit. Okay, Cornfed Cow says, working. FYI, chat not highlighted on screen. Now we got it. Blue Thunder, Raymond, and TJ Sikorsky says, oh no, we suck again. You're still live. I see you, Theo. Probably lost the chat. So what happened was Chrome has a weird thing. Like when you have it on for too long, it runs out of memory or something. But I figured out that as long as you have OBS going, the chat is still going. So got to keep rolling. Went back on, restarted Chrome, went to the tab, and it was there. It's the virus from the video you downloaded. Jack Sanjeeper says, I've missed a bunch of lives since the hurricane. I came in to hear about the gay Falcon and fuck Australia and noticed MFP isn't a sponsor anymore. So, again, the people that are sponsors, and I told this, I said this on the previous live, this thing is getting hot. Holy shit. How does Jim Farley do it? How does he wear a wig all day? And, wow, look, sweating. The people that are on the sponsor sheet pay a monthly nut. DNA, PMAS, PMAS gives away stuff. Parts Farm, they pay and they give away stuff, to give me stuff. 2 Auto pays, and Bellac They don't pay, but they've given me such steep discounts on their wheels that I feel like they've paid for more than a year. So I put them on there. Everyone else, I did it out of a courtesy. Calamars, I did it out of a courtesy. LMP, I did it out of a courtesy because they fucks with the show. But then I said, I got to start getting paid if they want their logo up there. But I don't want to put shops up there. I don't want to do anything like that. I just want to promote people that have one single shop, meaning Two Auto Solution. I don't want to have another shop on this situation. It's like having DNA and American Muscle and LMR or late model LMR. I think so. Saw you the whole time. What would you say max horsepower is for a Gen 3R? Okay, I've seen Gen 3Rs make 1100 horsepower on a hub dyno on a high compression GT500 14 motor. That was like a 24 pounds of boost. I don't think that's normal. I think it's a hub dyno, so it's a slightly higher number, more like behind the asshole horsepower. So if we're talking real world horsepower, I think a good number that it does it easily is high 900s, low 1000. If you want to make well over 1,000, guys, turbo. I love you guys. Just get turbos. Stop fucking around. And then people say, well, why do ESSs make so much horsepower relatively easy? It's a turbo wheel on a belt. OBS maintains sources. It does. It's badass. I was saying how the Falcon looks like 2000 models GTO. Junk. Thank you very much. So, 2000 GTO. Okay. Oh, my Lord. Ford Falcon. Australia. Ford Australian Falcon. Oh, bro, you are dead on, brother. You are dead on. Look at this. Look at this shit. You guys gonna go out there and tell me that the Ford Falcon is badass? There's your Ford Falcon. There's your GTO. You guys are smoking the best crack there is. There is your GTO. The GTO looks better than the Ford Falcon. I hate to say it. The GTO looks way better than the Ford Falcon. Not even close. Please stop with this Ford Falcon love. You guys have terrible taste in cars. Ford Falcon is garbage. The GTO looks way better than the Ford Falcon. Fuck you. Australians come over here and they go, look at that. Oh my God. New York is full of Crown Victorias. It's a taxi. It's always been a taxi. You can get those for $500 with 300,000 miles running and driving. You Australians love junk. You love junk. You love shitty cars. Chrome could only do so much Chrome could only do one run like the LS9. You know, a lot of people hit me up talking about the LS9 and they can't believe it blew up. And I'm like, I could believe it blew up. And then you start hearing more stories about LS9s blowing up. And you're like, wait a minute, they blow up. If a catastrophic event happens, like an intercooler brick leaks, yeah, shit can blow up. So I'm blown away that they're surprised that shit can blow up. Coyotes blow up. On Instagram, I actually made a post saying about that the Hellcat motor is a better motor than a Coyote. And people said, no, it's not. And I'm like, yes, it is. The Hellcat motor comes with a supercharger. Anything Hellcat, whether it's a Durango, Trackhawk, Challenger, or Charger, or Demon, comes with a blower. It is not a Hellcat motor unless it has a blower. So when you have a Coyote, that comes in GTs and trucks. So what do you trust more at a 900 to 1,000 horse? A Hellcat motor or a Coyote? A Hellcat motor. It's only 200 horsepower away from that. So the Hellcat motor at 800 behind the asshole power, like a red eye, to make 1,000 or 900 wheel, or let's say 1,000 wheel, it's only 300 horsepower away from what it currently makes. Whereas the Coyote, you almost have to triple the horsepower to reach that goal. So that means that the Coyote motor making 1,000 wheel is way more stressed out than a Hellcat motor making 1,000 wheel. The problem with the Hellcat motor is it's in a heavy car. That's it. That's it. It's in a heavy car. So I way more trust a Hellcat motor at 1,000 wheel than a Coyote at 1,000 wheel. I'm not stupid. Now let's talk about taking it at racing. A race built Coyote, meaning 5.2, 350 heads, you know, put all the right parts together, I put my money on that to go faster than a Hellcat motor. I don't give a fuck how you built the Hellcat motor. I put my money on the full max effort Coyote versus full max effort Hellcat. I put my money all day, every day on a Coyote motor. But which one do I trust more? A stock Hellcat motor brought up to 1,000 wheel or a stock Mustang motor brought up to 1,000 wheel? The Hellcat motor easily. Tim Tam Nation, fully functional and programmed the multiple techniques. There's no way they're comparing the GTO and the Falcon. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, DeMarcus. It's the same fucking car. Coletti has to come back for that to happen. GTOs are ugly. The 2000 GTO started as an Australian car. Exactly. The Falcon and the GTO were in competition with each other in Australia. So they look identical. Didn't look into the video, but another YouTuber used to watch bought a ZR1 and his blew up as well. Wasn't it Derek's car? Retard's going to be like, what about NA and these mods plus E85? Tony Dominguez, 850 max. Stock bottom end. Unless you want to play with fire, and then it can make 900. For fucked up with the 3.5 EcoBoost, should have had an inline turbo 6 truck. You know, cabin air filter? Boy, that's a good one. I think you're right. I think if Ford was going to go down that route, I think they should have, if you're going to go gay with a V6 or a 6-cylinder, why not make a straight 6? Ford has a history of wonderful designed straight 6s back in the 80s. So obviously that design can't be updated to something modern. But look at what the S58 and the B58 and the Supra have done with a straight 6 and the Skyline and the 2JZ. They've all been extremely robust. Forget power. Let's talk about torque, easy to modify, and lasting power. A straight 6, in my opinion, is way more desirable than a V6 DI. Then you got rid of the DI. Didn't get rid of the DI. You went DI-PI in the Gen 2 variant of the Raptor motors, but then you made it behind a fucking 10-speed. Like, I don't understand. Vegemite sandwiches affect their brain power. Makes sense. Australians like Vegemite. Vegemite is gross. Tim Tams is basically a fudge cookie, and they suck coffee with it. I love you guys. You guys are retarded, right? You know you're retarded. Like, you know you're retarded. Salmon Mackey says, at what point does the factory exhaust become a restricting twin turbo already? But by the time you're supercharged making over 650, 700 wheel, the factory exhaust becomes a plug. To be fair, Australians look weird too. Not the women. The women are so fucking hot. I don't know what the hell happened, but Australian women, not all of them, but generally, I shouldn't say that. The hot Australian women are very hot. The Hellcat is stout as fuck. You can fill up with 87, do a full side show and bank robbery and run from the police all in one day. His name is Droopy Cock. Does the 911s are straight 6? Wow, JD Swag. Did your accent like go in full? Like, what que pasó ahí? Yeah, does the 911s are straight 6? What happened? The design of the 3.5 sucks. Internal water pump. Even the Hellcat motor and the Predator motor both push the same weight. You'll still go Predator? If the Hellcat motor and the Predator motor both push the same weight, I put the Hellcat motor. Because the Hellcat motor will live longer at 1,000 than a Predator motor will. Those rods aren't super robust. The Predator motor still has many failures. Like, do you guys think the Predator motor is bulletproof? Like, are you guys under the impression that the Predator motor is bulletproof? What do you think is more robust? A Gen 3 Illuminator or a Predator motor? I was going to say, doesn't an inline 6 make more torque than a V6? The torque will be better for the trucks as well. Exactly. We'll see what Dodge's inline 6 twin turbo does. I think it'll do well. I think you're going to be surprised that this Hurricane motor is going to be actually really, really a big deal to modify it. And in the trucks, it's going to perform well. Trying to make 1,000 variable horsepower, says Boost Addict. I have a 4 double pump. Buying the LRX tomorrow morning. Thanks for the info. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Boost Addict. Appreciate you very much. UK-derived food is whack. The Australian chick on 101059 is hot. It'll be interesting to see how the Hurricane motor will do in the new Rams. The English went sideways there for a second, said JD Swag. That's his actual YouTube name. Drew, really? The only only the FWD 35s are internal water pump. What is FWD? Four-wheel drives? JD Swag needs aspirin. Exactly. A Texas speed motor. Hey, Alex, any update on the 6R80? Yes, I talked about it during the show. I am not going to give it up, but we found the smoking gun. And it is going to be so interesting. That conversation is going to be very interesting. Once you guys see what caused the car to lose forward drive and reverse, and I'm going to tell you, nothing was broken. Everything looked phenomenal. When you guys find out what caused the car to lose forward and reverse, remember, it wasn't anything Thunder did. They installed the converter, and 2 weeks later, I had this issue. So if it was an issue with Thunder, it would have happened immediately. Nothing to do with their install. But I think you guys are going to be in for a surprise. Again, 15-minute video drops tomorrow. 1 hour-long video drops Saturday. Peasant chat. Then the billet parts layout drops Monday. I already have them queued up, ready to go. Nothing is bulletproof. The Hurricane makes more power than the 5.7. The Vortec 4200 with a solid motor. Wish we had more like it. Belief C says, whenever I see a Dodge, I know that the only thing lower than their IQ and FICO is their pants shaking my head. Bulletproof in the auto world isn't what most people think. Exactly. Front wheel drive. Gotcha. Front wheel drive. Gotcha. Gen 1 6R80 content soon. Yes. Tomorrow, Saturday, and Monday. Tia, what happened to the Hyundai Genesis you were going to coyote swap? So I called the guy, had money ready to go, and we couldn't get together on when we can go see it. Unfortunately, it's up near Daytona/Jacksonville. And Joe Goodenough was going to do me a big solid. He goes, hey, buddy, I'll go over, take a look at it because I'm going to be up there. I'm going to be in that area. So I'll go over, take a look at it, and we'll see if we can offer him like $3,000 or $2,000. And the guy's like, well, it's got wheels and it's got a sound system. I said, take it all off. Put the stock wheels back on it. Take the sound system off. Don't try to justify your price on a blown up motor vehicle by saying it's got stupid wheels and a sound system. Take it all off. All I want is the chassis. Don't take aspirin for a stroke at all. I think the 5.4 liter are the best. The Navigator motor is king daddy. No, it's not. Those Hurricane motors don't have an oil dipstick and base everything off of sensors. What is the reason? Well, I mean, think about it. The Coyote doesn't have a coolant temp sensor. It has a cylinder head temp sensor. Guys, I see you split that finger. This? Yeah, I fucked something up. So, guys, what do you think a good temperature is for a 6R80? A good operating temperature. Go ahead. What do you think was a good operating temperature? This guy said something. Someone commented on my shit. What do you think is a good operating temperature for a 6R80? Go. Because I've gotten a lot of people in the ticket system really saying crazy stuff, and I don't know where they're getting their thought process. Alex, my car's running at 205. What is it supposed to run at? Well, I had a Fox body back in the day, and I don't want it higher than 180. Coyotes want to be at operating temperature. 200 or high 190s. Oh, you guys are good. You guys are good. 200, 180, 180, 180. Whoever said 130 is psycho. 180, 180, 185, 205, 195 to 205. Right, exactly what coolant temp is. Whatever engine temperature is, the trans should be. Where do you think your trans cooler goes to? What do you think cools your transmission cooler? You think it has its own dedicated fan? Stop it. So, a lot of people in the ticket system are like, Alex, my transmission after a pull was 190. I go, what's the problem? They go, do you think that 190 is a good temperature for a transmission? I say yes. And I confirmed it with Jake. Don't you check the trans oil at 215? Exactly, says Juan. Sometimes 220. Exactly. Alex lives in a gated community. He doesn't want your subs. He can get from Bellax to look like a legit dealer. Exactly, Rizzy. The coolant radiator is what your transmission cooler lines go to. So I'm surprised that people think that it's cooled by another source No, your transmission fluid, it goes through a transcooler that is at the radiator of the engine. Whatever engine temp is, trans temp will be. Exactly, 6 Sills. So it's the same as cylinder temp, pretty close to it, as close to it as possible. But a lot of people, for whatever reason, have this weird old 50s or 80s or 70s or 90s thought process that you got to put a 180 thermostat and the car's going to run at 180. Do you think that when the thermostat opens at 180, it instantly cools everything back down to 180 instantly? No. The car runs hot. The car's constantly running, so all it'll do is open the thermostat a little sooner, get the coolant in there, but that doesn't mean at the absolute target opening temp of the radiator, of the thermostat, is what the engine temp is going to be. The engine temp is always going to be slightly higher than whatever the thermostat is. So a lot of people see cylinder head temp, they say coolant. Oh my God, coolant is 210. Okay. Where's my coolant temp sensor? There is none. It's a cylinder head temp sensor. The car does math. And then it goes, I am inferring it's about a 205 degree coolant temp sensor. What's too high of a temp for the 6R80? 250, 240. It's cooled with baby oil. Loose converter makes more heat. ¿Qué pasó, tío? What's up, Bandit? Says, I'm late. So a lot of people, especially in the ticket system, I think they need a re-education because I don't think that they're made aware by, and a lot of people come from another tuning company. Now, you're going to see in the next month or 2 or 3, we're going to get busy. We're going to get really busy. Oh, I'm not looking forward to it because I'm going to be slammed and it's going to affect me. It's going to affect me. So you're going to see an already irate Alex get a little more irate if the system becomes busier. Because, you know, once Lund Racing gets to where they should have been all along, you know, the competition just gets squashed. Imagine all Lund Racing had at one point was leftover N gauges and the RTD. And we were still beating the shit out of everybody. Then the LRX came out and we've sold over 2,000 if I'm not mistaken. 2,000? No, not 2,000. We've sold over, I think 800 or 900 or 1,000. I got it. Let me ask Junior. Let me ask Junior. Hold. How many LRXs? Thank you, Jeff, for letting me know that I was still on. How many LRXs have we sold? And we've been selling LRXs since what? March or April, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say we've sold over 1,000. Think about that. Let's say we've sold 1,000 times. We might have to build another race car to offset some of the costs. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see what they say. Kilometers. Man, I watched back the GT500 videos yesterday. It made me sad knowing all you had to do was change the secondary chain. Being that valves held fluid means there wasn't valve to piston issues. I hate it for you. Nope. Complete teardown. Got a motor back that made no power. Could you imagine? That motor was built by... Who built the motor here? Honestly, it needed valve springs. That motor was built locally in Florida. And, bro, like, it went away, and $12,000 later, it made no power. Like, what a fucking dud that guy is. Like, you should not touch a motor ever again. Holy shit. Obviously, the cylinder head will be hotter than the fluid that is cooling it. The cam automatically goes into the neutral position when there is no load on the sprocket. Thank you, Kilometers. You should only freak out above 230 for those both engine and trans people. Cow-eyed Alex. Cow eyes. Oh, man. What about MT82? I tracked my car, and my phone was in the console, and the phone went off on overtemp. The fuck's that have to do with the car? 200 in the first month? You said that was March. Okay, we'll see what they say. Ford needs to drop the bullshit and hand over the coding to janitor Joe to leak and make the S650 tunable NPR. Exactly. NPR in Florida built the motor. And that motor ran wonderful for 4 fucking years, bro. It went 8.0 and unofficially 4.9 in the 8th. And when I got it, it went 8.1 at 169. And then I think cooling issues, valve train issues, a couple other things. But honestly, I should have just been like, bro, just fix what's wrong and send it back. But don't. They fucked it up. Lund's got M&Ms. What's that mean? Pikachu face. Where is the Holly Haram logo from? And what is the little raccoon character? Guys, you want to fill them in where the Holly Haram logo came from? And what is the raccoon character? Oh, fuck. I love it. I bought an LRX this week. Can't wait to get this NA truck swap engine dialed in to really see how far we can take it. Yep, NPR. Even had the receipts of parts. Exactly. Have we had any retards ask why their car starts hard on 85 because it's cold out? Yep. Well, let's talk about another thing that's causing hard starts, right? And I didn't know that was an issue until this week. So apparently I was made aware that VMP stopped making the Twin 69. Now, really listen to those words. VMP discontinued the TJ69s. How many do you think sold during the time that they were offering them? Hundreds? Maybe thousands? So now they discontinued it. What does that mean? That means that there was an issue with them, or maybe they didn't like the price. I don't know, but they stopped making the Twin 69 and now they're making Twin 67s again. So what does that mean for someone like me? Any time that I see a Twin 69 and the car is experiencing issues, I'm going to point right at the throttle body. I'm going to point right at it. I'm going to say, well, there's a reason they discontinued it, sir. I don't have any issues on a Twin 60. I don't have any issues on a Twin 65 from Ford Racing. But now this Twin 69 that is discontinued is having issues with hard start, stalling. So what am I going to do? I'll try 2 or 3 tweaks, but then I stop. I'm going to go get rid of that throttle body. And you're going to push back. I get it. You bought it used at Facebook Marketplace. You bought it for $500 and you're going to hear from your tuner, get rid of it. And you're going to go, wait a minute. I'm out $500. Yeah, I'm sorry. They discontinued it for a reason. It had a 50% failure rate when it was being sold. And it kept being sold. Damn, that thing was moving. Will Donnie, the Dirtbag, be in the 9s by end of year? Oh, I don't know about that. Goddamn, Groundhog Day every year when the temperature drops 15 years. They were trash, just like the Whipple 150 Oval. I love in the teardown video, he said, yup, I can tell who built this. Yeah, bro, I can tell you assembled this engine because it's in fucking pieces. Bro, that video will live in infamy. Infamy. Saw some broccoli-haired motherfuckers on TikTok trying to say voodoos and predators aren't coyotes. How are they not coyotes? Because the code name is different? Stop it. Yeah, exactly. No, please. Because guess who tunes the vast majority of these cars? The Lunds. So the Lunds are made to have egg on their face when they have to hack around a bad throttle body. Not anymore. Those days are over. I'm going to say, get rid of that throttle body. What do you mean? Get rid of the throttle body. Had issues. Jack, yeah, I'm still cutting weight. What I'm doing is this. There is a fast that I do monthly. 2-day fast, a water fast. But my intake is no higher than 2,000 calories a day. I'm going to drop it down to 1,750. It's hard to get the protein in and not cheat. It's real difficult and expensive. And with my schedule, if I'm at the garage for 8 hours, I lose so much that I can't really scarf food and recover. So that's another thing. I'm down to 219. Again, that's my lowest weight I've been since 2016. But I was a skinny 219. Now my 219 is a little, there's things are popping. Okay. So I'd love to be 212, 210. Oh, that'd be amazing if I can get down to that's 10 more pounds. That's tough. But I'm going to do it for me just to see if I can you know, just there's got a little belly fat that you want to get rid of, you know, but everything else looks good. Like from here up, I'm ecstatic. But, you know, I want to get rid of a little bit of the belly fat and I'll be good. The cooling is good. The cooling is, there's no problem. Yeah, 50% failure rate, Bender. Not 10, not 5. Half of the throttle bodies they sell fail. So as a tuner, I'm going to say that's no good. And they're going to go, well, what should I do? Buy a Twin 67 or a Ford Racing Twin 65. Now, you're going to notice, guys, you're going to have to start doing some off-the-wall shit if you want a big throttle body in your blower car. And the only throttle body I recommend that is oval or big that tunes well is the Whipple 132. So much so that I retrofitted one into my TVS car back in the day. And when Starkey saw it, he was like, it was upside down because of the bolt pattern. And he was like, I'm like, sorry, this bitch just works, man. This Whipple 132 just works. Sorry. Star Trek trivia. We're not giving anything away today, are we? Who said we're going to give everything away? How dare you? Any updates on the 01 in the Fairmont? Today, I shipped the Bellhousing to North Carolina. That's right. The Bellhousing got from the Corvette, got shipped to North Carolina. In North Carolina, what they're going to do is they're going to scan the rear bolt pattern that bolts up to the torque tube. That is then going to be transferred onto a Ford modular bolt patterned Bellhousing. Cut the pad off, weld that bolt pattern with the dowel holes in it and the bolt pattern, and then have it made so basically the same stick out, the same overall height, and the same starter location. Basically, T56 Bellhousing with the Corvette bolt pattern in the back. And if I get it back, I'm going to put it in the car, put the actual Coyote in the car, measure the distance from the back of the motor to the clutch, because I have to buy a clutch. Then I have to take the measurement from the face of the Bellhousing to the throw-up bearing, fully extended, heyo, and then do math and see what spacer I need in order to have the proper throw on the slave cylinder and the clutch. And if all that jives out, it's going on, assembling it. We're going to make, Jake and I had dinner yesterday after disassembling Donnie's transmission. And we talked about making the motor mounts. Once the motor mounts are made and the Bellhousing is torqued down with a starter on it, it's going to go north to Lund Racing, or Ryan Eckhart of Low Profile Fabrication is going to make headers for it. Once it comes back and it has headers on it, a clutch, it is up to me to put all the wiring harness, all the sensors, all the cooling, all of the routing, the Whipple supercharger, all that shit, the fuel system. It is up to me to make it work. So once all that starts to happen, it can happen pretty quickly. So I have to be ready for it. Money, time, space, all that stuff. Alex, you ever take pre-workout? I don't take pre-workout, JD Swag, but I do take creatine after a workout, and I supplement my protein daily with 60 grams of protein via shakes, and the rest is food. I'm 250 and I was 190 coming out of school. Would love to get back to that. It's always good to have a trimmed bush. You're right. Yep, my 132 drives amazing. 3.4. You've always had a very weird air load on your car, kilometers. Been on the carnivore diet for 5 months now, down 40 pounds, feel great. So you mean you eat nothing but meat, no carbs? The argument that was the crank, rods, pistons, and bore is different from a 5.0, I had to get off the app. You have to get off the app. Any modification on the C6 firewall? 0 modifications need to be made to the C6 firewall. Carnivore diet, just meat, looks like it. Realistically, how much do you think? How much would you lose from a Twin 69 to Twin 68? Nothing, but I don't trust the Twin 68 either. The Whipple Twin 68 is trash. The Twin 67 is decent from VMP, and the Twin 65, I don't think there is a measurable horsepower loss over 800 horse. Under 1,000. I mean, look, if you're going to make 1,000 horsepower on a blower car, you better have a big Whipple throttle body on it. Plain and simple. Any plans on changing the lower oil pan? No, Amir Zahir. From what I can tell, it looks like it might clear. Because the Corvette had an oil pan. Yes, it's dry sump, but it had an oil pan. Balls deep is the best post-workout. If Trump wins, Alex has to send his vet to Keith Ray for some key cutting work. That he can do. Cannot wait for the vet project. You can't wait. I'm like antsy. Little did Starkey know what Whipple Throttle Body was. And oh man, thanks. Then I'll start taking creatine. Yeah, but again, after the workout and it's recovery. It's not for like muscle. It's recovery. Most guys, aside from steroids, their prep is protein and creatine. Steroids too, but for recovery, protein and creatine. Is Amir just working on Fox bodies hard as hell? Working on Fox bodies, Cody Lewis, is extremely difficult. If you have long tube headers, the clutch job becomes difficult. If you have long tube headers, everything under the car becomes difficult. The pedal assembly is in a real tight spot. The car is small. The dash, if you got to do like a heater core, you might as well sell the car or cut the firewall. Trust me, working on an S197 is way easier than working on an S197 or a C6 Corvette is way easier than a Fox body. The Corvette is going to be nasty when it's completed. Any update on the headers, or are you going to wait for the torque tube adapter? You got to wait for everything, Carlos Bahena. You have to have the motor mount in. You got to have, well, I almost died there. You got to have the motor mount in. You got to have the torque tube in. You got to have the H pipe and X pipe in. Then you ship that car to a header guy that's going to make custom headers. He's got to make it work. So I got a count on the LRXs. So since March or April, how many do you guys think we've sold? It is now October 24th. Let's say March 24th. Let's say 6 months. 7 months. How many do you think we've sold? Go. I'll set a number. Okay. The person closest to the number total LRXs we've sold will get a sweater from ridgeprints.com /collections/YDBT. The person closest, and if you nail it, I'll say it. So I'm going to stay here. So someone said 1,200, no. 3,500, no. 1,400, no. 12,000, he said. Jesus Christ. 950, no. I'm not going to say up or down. I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to stay here and just watch this. And if you guys are on the money, I will. And again, without going over, of course. Okay, we're getting there. Come on, you guys are. Go. Boy, a lot of numbers. Someone said lore. Oh, bro. Whoa. Let me slow down. No, bro. You guys are close. Getting there. Keep throwing numbers out there. If you guys nail it, I'll let someone said 7,200. Are you psycho? Ooh, some of you are just barely going over. Whoa. Getting there. 1087, 2650, 1140, 642, 1521, 10,000. He said, come on, 10,000. You psycho? He said 10,000. 14,000, 6,000. No, 1925. Keep going. I'm going to stay here. Someone's going to get a sweater. I don't want to give stuff away. I'm a good guy. I think so. I'll just need you to email me your address and we're good. Look at all these numbers flying. I got to slow down because someone got it before me. Then I'm going to get all pissed off. No. Still, well, you guys suck. Nope. I'm watching. Wow, this chat is very interactive. Some of you guys are just barely over. Again, without going over. Jeopardy rules. Or Price is Right rules. No. Oh, here we go. Blue Thunder nailed it. 1,700 in 7 months. So, do some math. You guys went over. A lot of you went over. I'm going to go back up. Make sure no one else got 1,700. 1,776. 15. Actually, I'll show you what I'm seeing so you guys don't think I'm crazy. 1856, 63, 1255. No one had 1,700. He nailed it right on the money. You had 1,787. You're very close. 3,800, 12. Nobody had 1,738. You were really close. This guy nailed it. 1,700 on the money. So, hey, hit me up on ydbtforlife@gmail.com, sir. And Blue Thunder. Congratulations. You're going to win a sweater or whatever you want from richprince.com. Congrats. So 1,700. So let's say, for instance, we sell them for $399 and we sold 1,700. Yeah. Take that number out of there. So we need to build a couple more race cars. And then people are saying, oh, I took $1 million away. They're crying, bro. 7 months. That's just the LRX. Forget tuning, forget shirts, forget all that stuff. I'm never going to promote Lund Racing shirts again because apparently you guys you guys sold out the shirts and it pissed off everybody because they had to dedicate everybody to ship shirts. Cheryl Senior, Bernardi, and Devin were like, you motherfucker, you sold out the shirts and all we did was ship shirts. Yes. Damn, my first guess was 1,900. It was close, but a lot of you went over, but it's all good. But yeah, so since the outset of the LRX, just the LRX, remember, we have sold RTDs too. Fuck. How many RTDs? So let's say we've sold the same amount of RTDs in that time. So that would be, let's say we've sold 1,000 RTDs, 2,700. Let me see, 2,700. I love it when Senior just, yeah, I'm going to buy a plane. Buy that plane. We got you. Do whatever you want. Somebody needs to take away $1 million. I still, that is like taking a chair off of the Titanic and thinking you've made a difference. Imagine you're on the Titanic, right? And you go, well, let me take this chair. That's what that is. Take milk thistle for liver health. And if you're taking bodybuilding, I'm not taking any bodybuilding supplements. I literally eat rice, chicken, or steak. Mostly meat, some protein, and some creatine, and keep my calories under 2,000. The pocket watch was insane. 5,000 or so RTD. Whoosh. 970. I don't know. I'm not going to I don't know how many RTDs. Man, I know the story behind the Snack Pack GT500 shirt. I need to know the story behind the Snack Pack GT500 shirt. Somebody enlighten me. It's real easy, 50 Laz. The Snack Pack GT500 shirt was made as a joke because the GT500 is so fucking heavy. So I was at Power by the Hour with Frank Perdomo, who is a great, like top tier promoter. So I was like, bro, we got to brainstorm and make a funny design for the Snack Pack shirt. He goes, for the, GT500 shirt. He goes, why don't we make a fat snake? Like, extend the snake, make it fat, put it on a mobility scooter, make burnout marks, bacon, and put chips on the cart. Done. We were good. Where is that? Let me see. Where is that? That would be under Teespring. I don't get paid from them, so I'm not trying to promote them. And I'll type in YDBT. Spring. Well, where's the, you can't, I don't want to log in. Oh, look, it saved it. Okay. I'm not a robot. Let's go. Select all the images with cars. Well, that's a truck. So, yeah, that's a truck. Select the traffic lights. Okay. Select the motorcycles. Those are scooters. Yeah, fuck you. We're basically training the AI to kill us when we do that. Log in. So we'll see if there's a YDBT store. Let me see. Stores? View store? There it is. Can I zoom in? Yeah, here we go. So this is the GT500 Snack Pack shirt. It is awful quality. Just the worst, but funny. Again, a fat snake on a mobility scooter with burnout mark, bacon, and it says 2020 Snack Pack GT500, and it is available in spring. Do I have any? Has anyone bought anything? Is there a payout? Let me see. Is there a payout? Let me see. Let me see, y'all pocket watching motherfuckers. You pocket watchers. I know you. I know what you're doing. Let me see if there's payouts. Nothing. Nothing. No one has bought shit since April. And they bought a sticker. Thank God. Fuck that. That place was terrible. Okay. So, yeah. Tony Spadafino. Under 2,000 calories a day. Oof. You're not Italian, are you? 2,000 calories is just lunch for me. And that's why motherfucking Italians are fat as fuck. And they don't. And they. Oh, I can't lose any fucking weight. Well, stop eating. Stop eating. Bro, stop eating. That's dedicated live stream for that watch. It's funny. I get my car back tomorrow from the body shop, says Kilometers. Hopefully get some testing with boost weather. Hopefully catching a high 8 before the end of the year. Have you been like 930, 920 yet? Are you ever going to go to use the LRX? I know you like the N-Gauge. I don't have a reason to. There's so many videos on it. It doesn't matter. Chicken and rice is live, says Jeff Betts. Why are still people buy the RTD when the LRX exists now? Because some people just like the RTD, and I don't blame them. That's fine. It was nice as a motherfucker outside today. I know Greta Thunberg must have been bad as fuck. If Papa Trump loses in 11 days, I'm never voting again. Haha, should ship that out to all the DG voter owners in the ticket system. Dude, still posting numbers. Hit live. Nobody would get it if you went out in public. Nobody would get it. Hey, Teo. If you or anyone is finding protein expensive to keep up for carnivore, try Costco. They have a picanha or sirloin cap AAA. I'm carnivore. Lost 60, almost exclusively eat picanha from Costco. I don't even know that. Are you kidding? I hate Costco. Picanha is a cut of images. Okay, but won't you get sick of this for a while? After a while, like if you're eating just this meat, picanha, from Costco, I type in Costco. Costco picanha. Picanha. Oh, it's Brazilian. I hate Brazil. Oh, boishi. Every single time you hear a Brazilian talk, boishi, toishi, hoishi, poishi, washi, balakata, poshi, the toish. Pocket toishi, toishi, the toish. Everything's oish. True, I want pasta so bad. Didn't you say at some point you would buy another Fox? Of course. Absolutely. Another Fox is in my future for sure. Again, Donnie has to go 9-0. Sell it. GT500 has to go 890. Sell it. Got to do it. 56 years old, still holding 185. Good for you, Tony. Bro, shit, if you're holding 185, whatever your body is doing with the pasta, you're good to go. Kirkland Water, picanha is Brazilian. Costco's life, bro. Why you got beef with Costco's whack shit? Picanha is the other side of the spare rib cut. Sirloin cap is the English name. Oh, man, I could eat the menu right now. I'd love to just eat, like, I haven't had a slice in like over a year, I don't think. Oh, I wish. Smash that like button for the live stream, Jets. Exactly. Off topic. I understand VCT can swing the cams advanced retarded within a range. But are the phasers fast enough to control the individual valve events like duration? Yes. Yes. It's very quick. Being Colombian, can't stand Brazilians. You're all the same. You're all the same. You're all the same. All you guys down there, son igual. Look at it. You're all next to each other. You're all whack. So are Puerto Ricans. So is everybody. Everybody sucks, okay? Brazil, Colombia, Peru, Venezuela, Bolivia, Paraguay, all y'all motherfuckers. Pal carajo. Y'all come here with a visitor visa and you try to date a man for papers, and y'all don't give us the chon chon. Y no maman bicho. Aquí no maman bicho. Mujeres de Brasil vienen aquí, no maman bicho. Coño, tú tienes que mamar este bicho. ¿Está pasando aquí? Estas mujeres no maman bicho. What the fuck? You think I'm gonna take you to Yard House and I'm gonna get a kiss? Trágate esta leche. No motor. Says Kilometers. You will have no Mustangs left then. I'll have the fucking Fairmont and throw money at that. You know how much money I've spent on cars this year? Bro, stupid. The day that car runs 9-0, I'll send you a check. Kilometers. About to lowball the fuck out of you, bro. That leaf really messes up you that much that you haven't had pizza? That leaf? What leaf? And no, I don't get bored of steak because I'm unfatted in my Italian pasta eating ass. Boisil. Right, exactly. When you say, where are you from? I'm Boisil. I'm from Boisil. Brazil? Brazilian women are hot. Yeah, but they're fucking stupid. Can't say retarded anymore. Just say Kamala. Yes, island Mexicans. You're not wrong. Puerto Rico equals island Mexicans. Absolutely. Hola, Bobby. Would you recommend MMR or GT? 50 Kid Productions. Hola, Bobby. Would you recommend MMR or GT250 timing kit for my Gen 1? Anything but MMR. Thanks for building up. Donnie purchased the Fortune GT6R80 Paxton 2200 BBK motherfucking Lund. I don't know what he's saying, but I yet fully understood. You mama beat you, Alex? I don't mama me nothing, bro. I'm 5'8", 195, and all I do is eat from 9 to 6, and I don't eat from 6 to 9. You're 58. Sorry, it's Leo GT, not 5'8". Same thing. My Brazilian is straight baddie, and she loves Trump. Yeah, but she talks weird. Oh, boishi, koishi, toishi, boishi. Tiene que hacer magia para los papeles. I'm telling you, vienen aquí. Ellas vienen aquí, mira. Dicen, yo quiero que tú creas en Dios. Yo quiero que me saques a comer, que me compre el pedi, el mani. Tengo 3 hijos en Colombia y no te lo voy a mamar. Pendeja. Estás loca. Coffee and gelato. Whoever remembers the coffee and gelato live stream, shout out to you guys. The coffee and gelato live stream were just wonderful, wonderful live streams. Exactly. We were going through Bumble swipes, right? And some girl's like, what's the perfect date? And she goes, coffee and gelato. I'm like, coffee and gelato? Oh, bro, let me get, oh, Jesus Christ. Let me have the coffee and gelato. Wait a minute. Fuck that shit, dude. Fuck that. Jesus Christ. She talks perfect. Colombians put cheese in hot chocolate. Nah. Close Puerto Rican friend of mine always complaining about Ricans and Dominicans. They're whack. White girls is where it's at, guys. You guys go, oh, you want the spicy Latina? It ain't worth the fucking drama, bro. A nice white girl does it all. They automatically maman el bicho. Automatically maman el bicho. And el culín is a 75% possibility. Culín, 75% possibility, 100% maman el bicho. No drama. They don't got motherfucking cousins coming up from the island fucking shit up. Fuck all that. I take being Puerto Rican any day more than being an apocalypto. Oh, racism. 52 years old, 190 pounds, and still can rep 100-pound dumbbells on inclines. Who can? That's like old man strength. I need to turn on captions for my uncultured as that ghetto cricketed. If you fast, eat all you can for 8 hours and don't eat for 16. You can eat anything you want and we'll get shredded. Let's do bumble swipes. Truth. I wish I could have night rice, man. Some sliced steak on fresh fries with soy sauce is fucking crack. I'm off Latinas and Asians. I'm trying to find a white girl now. White girls is where it's at. Nothing else compares, bro. Y'all motherfuckers that are looking for these Italians, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, Cubans, bro, no Cuban. No Cuban. Too much bullshit. Too much bullshit. They had a very small gene pool. You understand? Cubans are like, I don't know. And you make a sandwich afterwards. Marry a white girl. My mother-in-law is hot too. Latino girls close second though. Don't want a goblina. Mother-in-law. I married a Mexican chick. Fuck my life. Then white girls with a little Hispanic in them is, but we need the Cuban. No thank you. Coming in late. Wig Alex means gonna be a good one. Holy shit, hit live. A white girl took out Kang the Conqueror. Redhead gents. Oh, redheads, forget it. Redheads are top tier. Like the top of the food chain are redheads. But you know, they're just so rare. Do you know what I am saying? I guess. Oh, thank you. Nathaniel Burton. Hit me up. Thank you. Let me know. He wants a American flag design long sleeve tee. I'm good with anything 2XL. Color and font. Screenshot what you need. Let me go. Screenshot what you need and send it to me. Period. Boy, talk to text is wonderful. Like the OG says, white is right. I got me a white girl. Yes, firebox. You'll get a pizza with spinach on it. Dominicans will give you the world. No, they won't. They'll give you clap. They're next to Haiti, bro. They're eating the dogs, eating the cats. Dominicans share an island with Haiti. I repeat, the Dominicans share an island with Haiti. They're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats. Okay? You won't catch me fucking dead with any Dominican girl. They share an island with Haiti. Pal carajo. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you very much for talking to me for a little, or hanging out with me for a little bit. Today we talked about Jim Farley praising contemporary Amprex, Asia, Chinese. Chinese EV says, I don't want to give it up. I ain't going to give it up. It's awesome. So be on the lookout for shit-ass products coming at you from Ford that mimic Chinese stuff. We talked a little bit about 6R80 stuff. We talked a little bit about white girls being top tier, redheaded white girls being top of the food chain, and a bunch of other stuff we sprinkled in. And we gave away some merchandise to a guy who guessed how many LRXs we have sold over at Lund Racing. Be on the lookout tomorrow, 4:30 p.m., 15-minute disassembly of Donnie's transmission, finding the smoking gun. You will be blown away as to what caused it. Saturday at 11:30 a.m. long form, complete disassembly, Jake interview, operation and theory, 1 hour of disassembly of Donnie's transmission. Sunday, peasant chat. Monday, we drop the billet parts layout of Donnie's transmission, and then we assemble the transmission on Wednesday or Thursday, and I'll get you video on that late next week. Have a good rest of your night. Have a good rest of your week. I will see you guys on the peasant chat Sunday morning. See you guys later.